Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Bodline. I am back this week with the new sewing pattern releases for March. Although it has been probably, you're all finding, one of the weirdest months in the history of the world for us, there are still some great new pattern releases. So I have picked about 7 or 8 of my favourites to talk you through, and then there will be a link as usual down to the blog post, and you can go and have a look at everything else that's been released. It's been quite, I mean, it's been a very odd time for everyone. I'm sure you're all feeling a bit unsettled. Yeah, it's been mad. I have definitely put a couple of videos up on Facebook recently, and people have replied saying the same thing. I just can't settle to anything at the moment. So even if you see this video and you think, just sewing is not for me at the moment, at least you can just watch it, get inspired for when you feel like you're ready to get back into it. I know some people are really loving having all this extra time and doing lots of cool stuff, but I don't know what I'm doing with my extra time. I'm just sort of staring into the middle distance. Right, anyway, enough about that. I'm going to get cracking on the patterns. So the first one I've got to talk to you about is the Asteria dress from Jennifer Lauren Handmade. Now, I have broken my rule a little bit because this was released on the 1st of April, but you know, it's weird times, I'm allowed to break the rules. So this pattern comes in sizes 6 to 24. It comes with A, B, C and D cups as well, and it's available on the online shop. It is a really beautiful, beautiful dress. Jennifer Lauren Handmade always does really nice dresses with a bit of a vintage twist to them, and this one is another classic. So there are 2 variations. The first variation you can see has got buttons down the front and this sort of faux collar, which definitely makes it feel a little bit more vintage. The skirt has got pleats at the waist and inseam pockets, and then there's this really nice little tie at the back. So it's a real kind of classic fit and flare dress. The second variation doesn't have a button down the front. I really like actually the square neckline of it. I think it's really interesting. I haven't really seen anything like that, and I think it makes it feel a little bit more modern. But yeah, this is a lovely dress, and anyone who hasn't made her patterns before, they're definitely worth checking out because she's got really great ones. She's also released a blouse as well, so if you like this, make sure you check out the blouse version as well. Right, up next we have got the Pecker jacket from Ready to Sew. This comes in sizes 6 to 16. Hang on, okay. So it's cut with a B cup from sizes 6 to 16 and a D cup from sizes 18 to 30. So it's got a really fantastic size range with this pattern. This is one of 3 patterns that she released. She released like a mini collection, and I have to say it was so nice to have something kind of like some new patterns because everything was feeling a bit biblical, so it was really nice to have 3 of them. So there's the Pecker jacket, the Papow wrap pants, and the Patsy overalls. I'm going to talk to you mainly about the Pecker jacket today because I can't talk about all 3 of them, but the Papow wrap pants are based on, loosely based or inspired by Thai and Indian wrap trousers, and I think they're really interesting. If you haven't made trousers before, I think these could be a good option, so definitely go and check those. I'll pop links to everything down below. So the jacket, the Pecker jacket, I picked this one because I just think this is a really lovely spring jacket. It's perfect for now. It's feeling like summer's coming. It's a little bit warmer, and I think this is a really good layering piece. It's fantastic if you're a beginner as well and you haven't made a jacket before. There are no fastenings. It's very loose fitting. It's going to be easy to make. So if you haven't done outerwear before and you feel like this is your time that you'd like to, you know, do it, then I would say have a go at this because it's a really fantastic option. So it comes with these, there are 2 variations. So one variation, they're quite similar. The second variation has got a much chunkier collar. The first one has got a kind of thinner collar. It's got these big deep slash pockets. I really like the seam lines on this jacket. I think it's really interesting. Simple kind of grown on sleeve and drop shoulder. Yeah, it's going to be a nice easy one to make. I It's got a lining as well. Yes, wide armholes and simplified. Yes, so it's got a lining as well. I think this is a really fantastic pattern. I think you'll get a lot of wear out of it. I think it would look lovely with like stripy tops, and yeah, I just think it's a classic. Right, next up we have got the Nita trousers from Amy Nicole. These come in sizes 6 to 32, this UK 6 to 32, and it's available on the online shop. So it's got a really fantastic size range, this pattern, and I think they're a really nice shape. So I'll just show you the line drawing. They are a classic, sorry, I've got chamomile tea today, which I've just realised matches my jumper. They're a real classic trouser shape. They've got pleats down the front, they've got little pleats at the waist which are sewn down. They're kind of like a classic tailored trouser, but they definitely, I can see from the line drawings and on the pictures, they're a peg leg shape, so they taper slightly down towards the ankle. It's really nice as well seeing it on different models as well. So there's a few people that she's got it photographed on, which makes a big difference for me. I like to see them on lots of people. It's got, I mean, it's got all the kind of, it's got, is it a welt pocket at the back? Yes, I think that's a welt pocket. And yeah, pockets win. But yeah, if you're looking for, I was thinking about projects that people might want to do, and now is the time, as we have in theory a bit more time on our hands, to actually invest some time in getting stuff to fit properly. And if you feel like you want to do a pair of trousers, I think this could be a really nice option for you guys. Right, next up we have got the Loungewear Edit pattern ebook, God that's a mouthful, from Workshop Patterns. This comes in sizes 6 to 16. So it's an ebook, which means you get 5 patterns included. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 patterns included. I'll show you some of the things that are like the patterns in the book. I thought it was a really clever idea. We are spending a lot more time at home. I don't know about you, is anyone finding that each day what I'm wearing is getting less and less of a proper outfit and more of basically loungewear. And I thought it was nice actually to invest a bit of time in making something that really nice that you can wear at home. So there are a pair of, there's like a very simple little top which you can also turn into a dress. There's a jumpsuit and all of the patterns are designed with, they're quite loose fitting, there isn't a lot of kind of shaping involved, so they're going to be good for beginner makers. Then there's a pair of pyjamas which you can, well, like pyjama shorts and trousers, and a loose fitted little kind of crop shirt to go with it, which I really like because they definitely could be pyjamas, but I think you could totally wear those that blouse out and about and feel like you were not wearing, well, secret pyjamas. There's also a kimono, and then there's some other little hacks in there that you can do as well. So it's quite good value for money. Yeah, you get 5 patterns, and yeah, I thought they were really good if you're thinking like you know, you're not quite sure what you want to make. These might be a nice little kind of treat to yourself to have kicking around at home. Right, next up, so we're now into, I'm feeling like just looking at this, we're going slightly into the loungewear department. Next up, we've got the Page hoodie from Chalk and Notch. This comes in sizes 8 to 24. It's available on the online shop. It also comes with A and B cup and C and D cup options, which is really fantastic. I really like this hoodie. I first saw it and thought, well, one, great, let's have a hoodie, perfect loungewear uniform. But it's a really nice shape. You can see, I'll show you the pictures of it. You can see the cut. It's cut slightly higher on the waist, which I think is really flattering. It comes with 2 options as well. So there's the kind of standard hoodie, which has got raglan sleeves, which mean it's nice and easy to insert. The second option has got basically like a drawstring waist, which I think looks really great. I would say if you're thinking about what type of fabrication to use, the drawstring waist might be better on a slightly lighter weight fabric rather than a sweatshirting, something like a French terry, or you could make this in a jersey and have it more as just a sort of casual top rather than a jumper. I mean, it is getting a little bit warmer now, so it might be worth thinking sort of ahead, but I thought these were really nice options. The other thing I should say is that they released an option, they released a pattern, well, they released two patterns, the adult pattern, and there's also a child version, so it's exactly the same, except that it doesn't have a drawstring, it's got elasticated at the bottom, which I think is better for children. So the sizing is 12 months to 12 years, and I thought anyone who is at home with children, and I'm sure a lot of you are, I'm feeling probably by this point that you want to tear your hair out. I thought this could be a really nice thing if you made yourself the adult option and had a child, your kids or whoever, making it alongside the kind of kids version. I thought that could be quite a nice project to do with someone else, because the construction will be the same and then you both end up with something at the end of it. I thought that just throwing it out there if anyone's struggling for stuff to do, maybe a sort of creative, crafty afternoon or a couple of afternoons, and you could get that made up. The next pattern I've got is the Castillo cardigan from Itch to Stitch. This comes in sizes 8 to 22. It's available on the online shop. I really love this. I think it's a really clever pattern. It's essentially a mix between a jumper and a jacket. It's like a house coat. It's super cozy, it's perfect for us at the moment, and I think once you've made one or two, you'll want to make loads of them. The other thing I thought about this as soon as I saw it is that if you wanted to, I think you could extend it and make it into a dressing gown. As well, so you could have like a jersey dressing gown, because it's got a hood, it feels like a dressing gown. But yeah, it's quite a clever pattern. I really like her stuff. I think she does really nice, really fantastic kind of core basics that you actually really want to wear, and I think this pattern is a really lovely shape. So you can see from the line drawings, it's got patch pockets, it's got cuffs, raglan sleeves, it's got a hood. I think it's got a hood. Yes, it does. It's got a hood. I think this is something that if you bought, you'd actually make loads and loads of these. I think they're a really nice pattern. Yeah, so I'm that one's definitely going on my loungewear list of things I definitely would like to make. Right, last but definitely not least, I've got something a bit more dressy for those people who think I don't want to sew another loungewear item. We've got the Vera dress and top from Plen Patterns. They're a new designer which are on our site, and I love this pattern. I think it's beautiful. So it comes with, the other thing is it's great value for money. So you get 5 options with this pattern. So 5 variations, which is a lot for an indie designer. I mean, let's be honest, I'll just show you the top version. It's all about that sleeve. This beautiful cold shoulder detail with these enormous big ruffly sleeves, which are just ace. So you can get this in a top version, a dress version. There's options to add ruffles to the bottom of the dress. You can have a sleeveless dress. There's quite a lot of things that you can do with this, and I think it's a kind of good pattern for summer. I mean, let's just imagine that we might ever leave our houses and want to walk outside in a summer dress. I mean, it feels like that might not be the case ever at the moment, but it definitely is, we will be. So I thought this was a really nice kind of spring/summer dress or top to get you kind of creative juices flowing. I think if you want to make something a bit fun and frivolous, I think this month I would definitely recommend this. Yeah, it's a real goodie. Did I say what sizes it comes in? I can't remember. It's 6 to 26 if I didn't say it, and if I did, I'm sorry. I seem to have a brain like a sieve at the moment and where I can't remember anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, there's links to everything down below, and we will be back soon with another video. Hang in there, stay safe, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye!